Hi, and welcome back to DurhamCares TV.
Hello.
I'm Henry, of course.
I'm Heather.
Taking a break from her job as a UPS driver.
Just because you wear brown does not mean you drive a truck and deliver packages. It's cute.
It does.
No.
We have a guest here with us today. Who is this guest?
Rusty Leonard.
Where do you come from?
I'm from the suburbs of Philadelphia.
What do you do?
Well, I do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah?
I'm an investment manager, and I try to invest with a biblically responsible approach. So we try to screen out the companies that are involved in pornography and abortion and all kinds of other bad things that Christians wouldn't want their money invested in. And then we try to, basically through that investment process, we're trying to help our clients be in a place of abundance so that they can give. And then we try to help them give through MinistryWatch.com and by pointing them to places like Ministry Spotlight and DurhamCares and things like that.
Cool. So tell me about MinistryWatch. And somebody told me once, and actually not only did somebody tell me, I saw it. You're on 2020. So wow. What brought that about? And what is it that you do?
Well, the 2020 article or show came about, segment of the show came about as a result of being on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, where the Wall Street Journal reporter looked at our ministry and determined that we had an interesting story with regards to a certain ministry and how we had interacted with that ministry and caused positive changes, caused the ministry to make some moves in the right direction so that donors benefited, essentially. So that was what it all came about. The show, the program of 2020 was called Enough, and it was about people who had enough of stuff and decided to do something to change it. And that was obviously my wife and myself who had started this ministry to help donors be wiser, more effective givers.
Did you get to meet John Stossel?
I
Did you
did.
see that segment?
I
like John Stossel.
I did meet John. I could tell you an interesting story about
John.
John.
I don't like John Stossel, not like that.
But when you met him, when you delivered his package.
I was like, hello, John Stossel.
So tell us, in your position at MinistryWatch and all the things you do, and been tracking charities for a long time, what are the things that an audience here in Durham would take away from your experience? What's important when you're considering making an investment in a ministry or a charity?
Yeah, well, it's an investment in anything, right? When you make an investment in a company for profit, you obviously are having an impact via that company. You want to make sure that it impacts a positive impact on your culture if you're a normal human being, and most of you are. So, and obviously it translates, but obviously that translates into the giving side as well, right? And so, and I think it's often overlooked by people that they give because it makes them feel good, not so much because they're having an impact, and they don't try to manage that impact, and they don't try to optimize that impact. And by doing so, by working at it, by using some of the tools that are available out there on the internet, like Charity Navigator, MinistryWatch, Ministry Spotlight, DurhamCares, and many others, you can actually have a much better, much more effective giving experience because you're not only feeling good about the gift, but you're also feeling a further step of goodness by like, wow, I actually know what's happening to that gift, and I know that it actually is achieving at least half of what I was hoping it would achieve, if not 100% or 150%. So by using some of the tools that are now becoming available, I think people can really benefit and take the joy of giving to a higher level.
Well, I want to thank you for that very explicit and direct support and endorsement of the Success Program. Thank you very much for stopping by and sitting uncomfortably close to the two of us.
It's always a pleasure.
And thank you as always for
Loving your neighbor.